Hello, my name's Mark. Welcome to Living La Dolce Vita.
Well, good morning everybody. So you find us back in the bedroom now after our jaunt to Southern Down. Hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, so as you can see, I'm stripping the door of all the paint. So can't really do it outside, it's too wet, too windy, and excuse me. So the plan is, because there's not much room to manoeuvre, I'm doing about halfway as best I can, and then I'm going to sand this half before I turn it around to the other half, and the same on the other side as well. So just do a little bit of time lapse for you. Well, welcome back everybody. So you've seen a bit of time lapse of various stages of paint stripping, sanding, etc. So it's not coming up too bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. Obviously this is going to be a bit trickier to get in these little nooks and crannies, but I've bought a new tool to hopefully get into that. Yeah, bear with me. Okay, so as you can see, my multi-tool here. So I bought on Amazon, what do they call it really? It's a little adapter for sanding. So I've got that shape, and I've got, I don't know if you can see it, also got this shape as well. And I've also got packs of varying, 2 packs of that size, 2 packs of that size, varying degrees of coarseness. So, and then that fits on there, like so. I'm imagining. So I can get in all these corners. I may have to go with a little bit more with the burner yet. We'll see. So, but I'm not going to show all that. I'll just show you the finished article eventually. Okay, so as I say, intention is to sand down, scrape off, sand on half of it, so I can turn it around Now you may be wondering why I've done that side as opposed to this side. Well, it's easier to work from that angle, at that sort of angle, rather than back on myself. And that's the only reason. When I turn it round, I'll be able to attack this side then. Right, bit of work, a bit laborious, but I think then hopefully yeah, I'm gonna have to do a bit of filling on that, I suppose, here and there. But other than that, it's coming up pretty well. Okay, let's see what the finished article. Well, hello everybody and welcome back. Now then, it's been several days since I uploaded, but did some filming, so I'm not quite sure where I left off. I think I was stripping the door. Well, obviously I was stripping the door, but until I upload and edit, I'm not quite sure what the last bit was. I didn't film every bit of me stripping the door down because simply it was quite a long process and quite tedious. So, but we got there now in the end. So both sides are done. Looks worse than it is. I mean, it's nice and smooth now, and etc. Once the paint is on it, you won't see any of all these scorch marks. They'll disappear. Right, what I wanted to show you is basically I've put the door in temporarily just to see where I need to fit. Now then, so at the bottom left hand corner, it's tightish, and then the bottom right, there's quite a bit of a gap. So, in other words, this corner needs to go that way. However, as you can see, it's running, I don't know if you can see, but it's running out, and it's overlapping at the top corner, so that needs to go that way. The problem is, and of course, if you look at the gap, that confirms it that the door's got to go to the left. Now then, the issue is when you get to the top, you can see there's quite a large gap there, tapering out to this corner. So basically, I need to get my planer out, start planing this corner back until that corner can go, the bottom right hand corner can go in and equalise on this post here. Now, and then it'll fit in, but what that's going to mean is probably this gap will get larger, this gap will get smaller, obviously because it's going to go that way, but this gap I think will get larger because obviously it's moving that way, if that makes sense. Now then, so to counteract that, I think I've got this right. Now it's on the floor at the moment, so obviously I want to lift the door off the floor. So I'm going to create a gap at the bottom, and I'm hoping that when I level this top edge up, that gap will disappear. I mean, it's not going to disappear altogether because I don't think, because if I take this level here and here, it'll create such a large gap at the bottom. I mean, I could put a draft excluder down there once, but I don't want an absolute huge gap at the bottom, unless I can get a bit of batten and then glue it to the bottom and then plane it back, because once it's painted you won't see it. Yeah, I may just do that. A bit of batten, 10 centimetres, something like that. See what I've got, and if I then on the bottom of it glue it, and then I can hopefully get less of a gap down the bottom. Burbling now, right. So admit, stripping all that paint off the door was quite a lot of work. But there we are. It's like everything else, once you start these jobs, there's no going back. But as I say, all these things like the door frames and everything, they're all out of true. So, you know, to try and fit everything in is a bit of a potch. So my new router has arrived. So that'll be the next thing to, once I get the door to fit, I shall then, what shall I do? Yeah, I've got to do the hinges. So hopefully I'll be able to film myself doing the seat and the hinges, etc. And then we'll go from there. Right, that'll do for now. See you in the next one. Bye for now.